right, so as we start the top of the fourth inning, Aaron Shuck for the Albuquerque Isotopes comes to bat, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to him as he rounds out to the third baseman. Oh, very close play at first base, and he gets out. But Aaron Shuck is tripled here in the game with the home run. He is hitting .333, 10 homers, 34 RBIs, and an OPS of 1,022, and that's including his home run that he had hit tonight. So unfortunately, Aaron Shuck didn't give me much chance to talk about him, but he is one of the players that I highlighted for tonight's game. So let me mark that down. All right, who's going to win the produce race? We got a competition between, I don't know what the heck. This must be produce. I think I see a tomato, a carrot, I think that's corn, a banana. Oh, wow, grape. I think that's a grape, but it looks like banana and corn are way ahead there of the pack. Here they coming around the corner here on the left field. Here's foul pole, they're coming down the line. Oh, corn and banana are head to head. They're coming down over by the pitcher's mound. Is somebody gonna go down? Uh-oh, banana's wearing out. Corn looks like he is gonna take this easily. Corn is just on a kernel. Yep, and then here comes the grape, or the raisin, and the tomato. Gingerly coming. Oh, we don't want to forget about carrot. Carrot just ran out of. You need a little more motivation or a little more C in his diet, if you know what I mean. But not a good showing there for Carrot. The bottom here of the fourth inning, Joe Adele is coming up. He is the Bees left fielder. Now, if his name sounds familiar, it should. He has been in the major leagues. But he is leading the minors with 17 home runs so far. His teammate Trey Cabbage has the 6th with 14 homers, so he's got some power. He just hasn't been able to put anything together for long periods of time in the major leagues, so he is working his way back. I root for him all the time. Super nice guy. Got him signed an autograph inland, and now that he's in Salt Lake City, I'm hoping for the best. He's currently batting .277. Like I said, he has 17 home runs, 41 RBIs. He has a OPS of 970, so he is doing pretty good. If the need arises, he could be looking to come up. He hits the ball to the first baseman. Oh, nice. Oh, pitcher comes off the bag trying to cover there. Close play, but he was not able to keep that foot on. I think that should be a base hit. That is going to be a base hit. They rolled it a base hit, so very good. Now his teammate is Trey Cabbage. He is 6th in the league with 14 home runs. So let's see if Trey Cabbage can. All right, so his teammate, who is 6th in the league in home runs with 14, is coming up to bat. Trey Cabbage. He's not on the Angels top 30 prospect list, but you know, nothing to sneeze about. 14 home runs. He's batting .277, so pretty freaking good, if I do say so myself. Trey Cabbage. Up, foul ball there to the backstop. All right, so the Bees are trying to get something going. He hit a home run, and so now the Bees are trailing 1-0, and these guys are the guys that you want up. You got Adele in first, you got Cabbage at the plate. If you are looking for a bomb, this is the place to get. For the Albuquerque Isotopes, it's Noah Davis. I don't know a lot about him, so there's not really a lot to say about Noah Davis. I'm sorry, I just don't have a lot on Noah Davis at this point. Pitch comes in, and it looked like Trey Cabbage just got shredded. Here's one of the hottest guys in all of baseball. He has a 43 game on base streak. He is batting man, they got to update these stats. They're always a little bit behind. Like, they're showing the guy's current pitcher, but they are not showing the current stats. But it's okay. Let me take care of you. I got 61 at bats. Oh, there you go. Stevic hits the ball deep. It's going. Oh, nice catch there by the right fielder. Here's another guy that is recognizable among MLB players, Jake Lamb. He's batting .250, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, and an OPS of 825. Honestly, I'm not sure if he is here because he's here or if he's on a rehab assignment. I don't have any information, but he is a well-known member in baseball in the sense that he has experience with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, you know, he finds himself here in Salt Lake City looking to get Joe Adele at least over to second base, keep this inning alive, try to get the Bees tied up at least with Albuquerque, who is currently leading them 1-0, and Noah Davis is on the mound. Like I mentioned earlier, don't have a lot of information on Davis The hits right now are even at 2-2. It's just that one home run by Shuck that is the difference. There you go. Jake Lamb takes a strike right there called. So come on, Jakey, got to get going. B's organization, at least in their AAA, they don't have a lot of top 30. They have a number of, low prospects, you know what I mean, in the 20s. They do have number 34, Eric Torres, who's 21 in the organization. He's a left-handed pitcher. They have Jordan Adams, who is going to be playing, or he is playing in tonight's game. He's number 2, but he's number 28 in the organization. So not a lot of high talented prospects here. And we got ball 4 there for Jake Lamb. So good job there, Jake. So just as we were talking about it, Jordan Adams, he was a first-round pick in 2018, number 17 overall, so he is looking to come up. He's only 28th in the organization. He is known for speed. His rating for speed is 80, which is really fast. He's from North Carolina. He could have played baseball or football, so he does have that background of being able to run and be physical, but he is running out of chances here in the Angels organization because even though he was drafted in 2018, he was a first-round pick, as I mentioned. He was not Rule 5 protected this offseason, and nobody decided to take a whack at him. As a Rule 5 pick, if I remember correctly, you have to be added to the Major League roster if you were drafted at 18 within like 6 years, and if you were drafted at 19, it's within 5 years. And Jordan Adams just struck out there looking, and we'll get back to him later. So as we are working here in the top of the 5th inning, another guy I wanted to highlight here is for Albuquerque. It is Cole Tucker. If that name sounds familiar, is because he came up with the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. He was drafted in the first round, number 24 overall by the Pirates in 2014. He did have a little bit of time in the major leagues, but for some reason he just couldn't keep it together, and he was traded away, obviously coming over here to the Rockies organization, maybe new home, new scenery type deal. I'm really not sure how he got to Colorado, but he's still a fairly young guy. But he does have first round talent, so hopefully he can get his stuff together. He's batting .273, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, so nothing very impressive in the terms of power numbers. And then also, if you recognize his name, he is the brother of Preston Tucker, who had played, or was drafted, I should say, with the Houston Astros way back in the days. And it looks like Cole Tucker at least got a single there to the left field, so we have runners on first and second. So good job there, Cole Tucker. Got it hit right. Okay, so I just wanted to film Coco Montes, see if he does anything. He is batting .332 for the season with 10 homers, 42 RBIs, .972 OPS. So if anybody can do it, it is Coco Montes. I know nothing about this guy, but let's see if he could put something together. From everything I've seen, he is not in the top 30 prospects for the Colorado Rockies here. Wasn't a first round pick or anything like that. Not that I'm aware of. I didn't really look up who he was because I didn't really think he'd be in this opportunity. We got another fly ball there over on the roof. He's got 2 strikes on him, no balls. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Here we go. Here is the pitch from number 43 right there. Oh, and he gets it fouled. Almost takes out the pitchers in the bullpen. Try it again. Count is 0 balls, 2 strikes here. Daza on second base, who had a single earlier, and you got Tucker there on first base. There was a disengagement there, so that's 1 disengagement. 1. I said 1 disengagement. All right, let's see here. Come on, Coco. Put something together here. Let's get some action going on. You got Dawson there on second base. Oh, nope. We got a timeout there. We've got a little cat and mouse games going on with these new pitch clock rules and everything like that. Let's see if maybe does he do another disengagement just to kind of throw Coco off a little bit, because Coco used his timeout. He can't use any more timeouts. He only gets 1. And no, he doesn't. And there's the pitch. Up, ball right there. Kids count 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, so here we go. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. There was a little thing going on the field there. I think baseball got on the field from the outfield grass there from the kids. Strike 3, Coco, beware. And he is mixed gone. Yeah, that I'm pretty fond of here. The pitcher there for the Isotopes, number 50, Ty Block. That name sounds familiar. It's because he came up in the Giants organization, and so I got good encounters with Ty Block in the minor league. So always rooting for him. Hopefully he can get his stuff together, and he can make it back to the major leagues here this season. But Ty Blach, hopefully you can do good here in the game and put some stuff together and look good, because you deserve it. I don't know how he's doing overall for the season. From when I looked at the stats and stuff, a lot of the pitchers here for Albuquerque, their ERAs were just bloated. I don't know if it's because they're playing here in the PCL or just they've had some bad outings. They haven't had a good season at all. They have the second worst record here in the PCL. The Bees and the Isotopes were tied with like the worst record here in the PCL. But then if I remember right, the Bees won yesterday, so now their record's like 29 and 22. I forget what it is, but they only hold a 1-game advantage over the Isotopes. But they are just not doing good this year. Ball goes to block there. He goes over to first base, and that was the catcher there on a 1-3 put out. Man, these games go so quick. I can barely talk because I'm trying to talk and I'm trying to keep score and everything. But Brett Phillips is now batting. If that name sounds familiar, it's because if I remember correctly, originally drafted with the Astros, played some with the Brewers here, and now he finds himself in the Angels organization. They don't have nothing there on the board. I don't know why. Usually when they do stuff like that, it means he's down here on the rehab. I don't know if he's actually here on a rehab, but with the 0 average, 0 homers, 0 RBIs, and a 222 OPS, I don't know, something's going on here. But Ty Blach has looked good here in his so far 2/3 of a frame of pitch in there. He gets that strike. No, he does not get that strike. Wow, that was a little shocking there. I think the home plate umpire flinched, but as somebody that's been learning a little bit about umpires and everything like that, stuff happens there. All right, we got the ball, second baseman, and throws over to first, and Blach pitches a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th inning. Good job. Here's a big at-bat here for Michael Stefanik. He hasn't gotten on base yet to extend his on-base streak. Joe Adell got a base hit to start off the inning here, and then Cabbage came up, hit a monster double to center field that was barely almost got out of here, but it hit the top of the wall there in center field. Joe Adell had to hold up, so that's why he only got to third base. So the Bees are threatening here. Ty Blach is still on the mound. Stefanik hasn't gotten on base yet. He is currently batting .327, 1 home run, 23 RBIs, and an 850 OPS. So if he wants to extend that on-base streak to 44, he needs to get something going here. He did get on base last night, so he's at 43. So he needs to get something going. And then not just that, this is a very important inning here for the Bees, as they still have not been able to put really a couple hits together up until this point, and they're still down 1-0 by Aaron Shuck's home run earlier in the game, and that is a ball. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and let's see if Michael can get a pitch that he likes here off of Ty Blach. I'm kind of torn a little bit because I like Ty Blach, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, and then Michael Stefanik hits a ball to center field. That's definitely going to get the run there. Joe Adell ties it up there. Good job, Michael Stefanik. He didn't extend his on-base streak, but he did something very important here in tonight's game, and he tied it up on a sacrifice fly to center field. And then on top of that, Cabbage moved up to third base. All right, so here's another guy I wanted to highlight here on Albuquerque, the pitcher number 27, Riley Pint. That name sounds familiar. He was first-round draft pick in 2016. He was taken out of high school, but he's had an up and down career, mostly injury plague if I remember correctly. So you kind of just root for the guy. He just hasn't had a good break, and so far this year he's not doing too well either. He's 0-2 with the 7.59 ERA. He's only pitched in 16 games, 21.1 innings pitched, giving up 24 hits, 19 runs to 18 earned runs. So he's still trying to figure it out. He did make his Major League debut just recently on May 17, 23. So that must have been really cool because, like I said, he was drafted first overall, number 4th out of high school. And so it's like he's gone through a lot of adversity over his career here in the minor leagues / his professional career. So hopefully he can get it back on track. I was saying Riley Pint might just be one of those guys that could use a change of scenery, maybe get into a different organization, maybe work on his mechanics a little bit, get some things going. He just dropped the ball right there. Yeah, he just does not look comfortable already. He walked the first batter, and they're already coming out to visit him. So Riley Pine just is not looking comfortable already early in this outing. That mountain visit here. He is facing Jack Lopez, who realistically he should be able to take care of him, or at least be competitive against him. He's only batting .242 with 1 homer and 10 RBIs. So Jack Lopez really hasn't had too much of a stellar start of the season. Swings on that one, throws to second base, and he beats the throw there. I don't think he really beats the throw. It's just the second baseman dropped the ball is more or less what happened. Honestly, I thought he was going to be out. And Riley Pine just does not look comfortable. I do not see anybody at this point warming up over in Albuquerque's bullpen. It looks like they are making a phone call to get somebody up and running, but let's just see what Jack Lopez does here, because Riley's just not looking good already. Ball up high, that brings the count to 1 strike and 2 balls, so he's got a 2-1 count. And I don't know, just Riley Pine just looks lost for some reason right now. He just cannot find the strike zone. And here you go, Jack. Let's see what you got there, buddy. Can you do it? Nope. Ball 3. So he's got a 3-1 count. Already a runner on second base who walked earlier. And the bullpen over there for Albuquerque is getting rocking as they're getting somebody warmed up very quick. See if Riley Pine can make a little bit of a comeback here. It's 3-1. Foul ball right over on top of the roof there, so that does help him, because now it's a 3-2 count here. So all the pressure, of course, is on the hitter, but if you had to ask me, I would say all the pressure is on Riley Pine to make a good pitch. He hasn't been able to really put 2 pitches together here. He's walked the first batter. Here it is, and ball 4. All right, so the catcher Mabry is batting here. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, wild pitch, pass ball. I'm going to call it a wild pitch there. Moves runners up to second and third, as Mabry was just trying to make contact and lay that bunt down. And Riley Pine just freaking helped him out big time now. Mabry just has to see if he can come through with the base hit. The score is currently tied. So I got that wild pitch locked in. And just as I was logging that in, Mabry took a strike. So he is down 1 ball, 2 strikes here. There we go. Can you get together? Nope. Ball 2 there. So it's a 2-2 count. Pine's looking a little bit better here on Mabry's. He's been more competitive with the exception of that wild pitch. But like I said, right as I was marking it down, he took a hack at a ball and missed it. So now the count is 2-2. We got runners on second and third, and let's see if the Bees can get him. And strike 3, and he is out. He is going to be going back to the bench at 0-3. Riley Pine will be taken out of the game. He did not look good at all. He didn't give up any runs or anything. He just did not look good. So, oh well. Maybe the pitcher here for Albuquerque could come in and finish it, and Riley Pine's statistical here in the inning wouldn't look as bad, even though he did have 2 balls. He missed it, but it's okay. Joe Adele just went deep as the Bees have taken a commanding lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 5-1. Joe Adele goes deep to right. Okay, so I have to record this as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Michael Stefanik has come up to bat. He has not gotten on base today. He does have an RBI. Oh, yeah! Woo! There you go. He continues his on-base streak at 44 games. There you go, right there. I have to record this. Brett Phillips' bases are loaded here for the Bees in the bottom of the 8th inning. Brett Phillips has only a 157 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI. He has not done squat tonight. He is 0 for 3. So let's see if he can get something going, something big here. It is currently 6-1, so it's not like the Bees need the extra insurance run, but it would be nice for Brett Phillips to get off the Pine a little bit by getting a good hit or a home run, a big hit or a home run or something. Forget that. I mean a grand slam. You guys know what I mean here. But Brett Phillips, man, you got to do something here. Let's wake up everything. Let's make it some fun going home tonight. You got bases loaded there. Look at that. We got the catcher right there, Milbreeze. Sorry if I can't say his name right. And then on second base, you got Jack Lopez. And then on third base, you got Jake Lamb. on third base, and that rounds it out. Brett Phillips is up at the plate here with bases loaded. Foul ball. He takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brett Phillips, can we do it? That was a close pitch. But Brett Phillips knows what he's doing. He knows the strike zone most of the time, I guess. But not really sure where that ball was. Like, from my vantage point, it looks like it had the good height. I'm just not, it must have been outside. All right, here we go. Oh! He goes home because there was only 1 out. So there you go. Let's watch David Fletcher here with 2 outs and see if he can do anything here with bases loaded here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's fared pretty decent tonight. I mean, he is 1 for 2 tonight with a single, but that single was a big single because he got 2 RBIs out of that single. So he's been pretty good, decent tonight. So wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe add on 4 more RBIs onto that total tonight with that big hit of a grand slam. See if he can do it. Fletcher isn't really known for power. He's more of a contact hitter. He's got 331 average, 0 home runs, 18 RBIs. So, you know, honestly, not really expecting much here from Fletcher in the sense of a home run type play, but he's definitely can get contact, third baseman, and he is out. Good try. All right, so that was a pretty good game in the sense. Slow start. It was 1-1 most of the game until the Bees woke up there late in the, I believe it was the bottom of the 8th inning. They ended up scoring like 5 additional runs there, so the total score at the end was 6-1. Joe Adele going deep to right field, and he was the player of the game here, and it was a lot of fun. I will be back tomorrow. The area where I was sitting at, as usual, when I left, a ball went right where I was at. I was so annoyed, and then on top of it, the players where I was trying to get autographs from my scorebook, they go underneath the dugout, so it was like an epic fail times 2. I at least got Joe Adele to sign my book. He was really cool about signing autographs for all the kids and everybody there at the end of the game. So that was actually a lot of fun. Really good guy. I root for him. Obviously, he doesn't remember me, but he's that kind of guy that you root for. So this has been a fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if I had to do a lot of voiceover because of all the music, but that's what you got to do with. So, all right, this is Sergio G, PhD. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be shooting some more. We'll see what kind of footage I can get on. I might do what I did in Stockton, which is basically run around, do my best to keep score. Otherwise, I'm just going to maybe run around, see what I can do. I don't know. I liked where I was sitting in the sense where I ended up sitting. But yeah, all right, Sergio G, PhD. See you guys next time. Bye.